Expedia.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another Monday live stream. Today, different setup. I'm actually trying my best to make this show happen. Struggling with a lot of things. I will have to read the chat from my phone because I'm using an app called Yam Display, usually for my prompter view, and today it's not working. So no chat for me. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna read you guys from my phone. If you're okay with that, well, we're gonna have a good show. Do we have sound? Yes, we do have sound. Do we have a video? Do we have an image that makes sense? I think so. All right, we'll see that. Welcome to Turn Around. This is the other side of the studio that you guys usually don't see, where I can put my mug somewhere that is safe. And basically, I'm looking at the Pro One. It's your camera is the same spot in the room. I just turned it around, and this is the setup. So we're gonna try to have fun. You guys tell me that the sound is good. Okay. How is everything else going? My voice sound roomy? Possible. Maybe it's because I'm too far out. I'm gonna try to bring in. Oh, actually, no. Hold on. Now it should be better. It's gonna be a little roomy, but my door was open and it was a first reflection point. So if you guys want to hear the difference that it's making right now, basically my door was open a little bit and it was pointing straight back at me. So all the energy that I was sending with my voice was going out to that door and coming back to the microphone. Sorry, I don't know how to behave in that space, being in the shot. Do we have some glitch? A little bit of glitch. I think we can live with that. I'm gonna try not to move too much so we don't have glitch. Sorry if I'm looking at my phone, but I must say hi to Delta Dream, Rolf, V Studio, Rob. Thank you very much for showing up. Hi everyone. Do we have Patrick here today? If we don't, well, he's gonna watch and play back for sure. I know. Bonjour Patrick. Merci. Écoutez ce live. What's going on here, dude? Delta Dream, you're buying a Pro X. Really? As much as I would like to have one, it makes no sense for me to move that thing around. It's so big. I mean, it's about the size of a typical PM5D. It's 6 feet. It's about 6 feet wide, 2 meter wide. A console, right? It's not so small. How can you fit that in your? How can you fit that in your basement? Heating as usual, Rob. Did you cook something good today? Because I know you're cooking a lot. It's a good thing for you to cook good meal. Oh, just kidding. Actually, I want to have one. I would love to have a Pro X, and they are honestly available fairly cheap. Like, people don't want to carry them around anymore. And the thing is, they are big. So if you can bring them around, they are excellent console. Sound amazingly well for what it is. But yeah, it's just too big for most tour now. Can you imagine how far we've come from having big console, big console. Let's talk about the real thing, like the Heritage stuff that I've worked with. Heritage 3000. Let's talk about digital console. A big one was an M7CL. Nowadays, I can fit, like, a Pro One is considered big, and it's not that big of a console. But if you look at all the new Yamaha stuff, it's smaller and smaller and smaller. The screen get bigger, and at some point we're gonna come to a point where, basically, I think the Aventus Solo is a cool form factor that we're gonna stick with for a while. Where you have a big screen, a bank of fader, and nub around the screen and nub around the fader, and that's about how small we can go. I don't see anybody coming out in the future with a bigger console, maybe wider, but it's gonna be like a light console because apparently we like to copy them. It's gonna be that light console, and we gonna basically we're basically gonna follow that screen fader, and that's it. Speaking of screen, I actually have another screen to show you guys because I want to work on some stuff today. Okay, hold on. I think I know what's going on here. I think I I'm using the wrong mic. Hold on. Let me grab some stuff. Today we're going to make some Cat 6, or Cat 5e, I should say. Let me get that ready. I'm going to switch the camera around, and I think this is why. I think I'm using this mic right there instead of the one from the camera. So let me grab these two cable, and we got to switch the angle. Yep, okay. Well, it's going to look better with this angle, right? And it's going to sound better too. If you allow me to just move that a little bit. All right. I was using the wrong mic, so my bad, guys. And actually, hold on. I'm going to play around with my new toy. I don't know if you guys see. Hold on, let me show you. I have now under my desk a Golden Age comp that a friend sold to me for a bargain. So I'm gonna try that on my live stream. Is it loud? Is it too loud? I think it's too loud. I can probably bring that down a little bit. There we go. Bring that down a little bit. Bring it down a little bit. All right. I think that's gonna be it. The wing is not sold. It's not sold yet. I sent an offer to someone on Reverb today. We kind of agreed on the price and everything. So as soon as you accept that offer that we kind of already agreed on, it's gonna be sold. It's not gone. It's still in my basement, but it's still still up for sale until maybe 12 hour. If Chris, I don't know if Chris is watching this stream or not. If Chris is accepting the offer that we agreed on, and he paid for it, because that's the thing with Reverb. Some people send you an offer, they accept it, they let you like hanging there for a couple weeks and nothing happened. But if Chris accepts the offer, it's gone. So we'll see what's gonna happen with that. Ralph, you have the light solution M32C, a couple of mixing station, and the X-Touch fader plus the extender. So you have 32 channel plus your main out. But do you build like a case for that, or? Because that's the thing. If you want, my opinion is, if you want to go with the core, you probably just want to go iPad. Because I used to do that for years. I had an X32 core with my DL251, and I've owned the core for about 10 years. Like as soon as it came out, I was like, I need a core. Grabbed one, and I think I replaced it with another one when at some point when they were discontinued, they were on a fire sale. So I got one for cheap, sold my older one, bought a new one with a new power supply and everything, a new revision. And yeah, I sold that a few months ago. And my core was my setup, but I only run it with an iPad to have a really compact solution. And the plan for me in the future, a lot of people complain about like why I sell the wing, is because I want to migrate to a wing rack. I'm already building the case for it. I'm pretty sure it's going to come out this year. I'm pretty sure it's going to come out maybe within the next 6 months. I have no information about that, but I'm pretty sure it's going to come out in the next 6 months. So a UPS, a rack and maybe a 4-pack of in-ear under it. That's gonna be my small rig for doing like smaller event. 24 inputs is gonna be more than I need for all that. Actually, it's gonna be fine for pretty much all the band that I'm doing. Plus, if I really want to, I have, I think on the core we can see, hold on, if you let me take a look, X32, no, wing rack from Behringer, leaked pictures. Do we see? Yes, it's gonna have an AS50 input on it. So with the AS50 input, I'm good. It's gonna be, if I want 26 input, and there's always something that has an AS50 out. Not ASCBU. ASCBU, I mean ASCBU. There's always something with an ASCBU out, so it could be a guitar modeler. You just go from the back, don't use 2 input, and you just spare 2 XLR. So that's the plan. And at some point, the compact is going to be released, and that's going to be my front of house. I may slowly flip the Pros for Wing compact, if that happens. For now, I'm sticking with 3 Pro 1 because those consoles work amazing. I'm really not in a hurry to get a compact. I want to get the rack as soon as possible, but to get a compact is going to be like, for now, maybe I'm going to sell one of the Pro 1 that I have, because I have 3. Maybe I'm gonna sell one and we're gonna move on from one Pro 1 at a time to a compact, but the plan is to let that happen first. But I really need a smaller rig. For now, the smallest console that I own is the Pro 1, which is kind of big. Well, if I don't count my Flow 8, but it's kind of big for the kind of gig that I could need, like to have a console in my car. So back on track. Today we're doing RJ45 with Neutrik connector for a client. Let me get my stuff out. Connectors for days. Neutrik connector, please. I have these 4 connector, and we're gonna get a couple of pass through here. All right. So the plan is for today, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk to each other. We gonna spend quality times building cable, and I want to know a couple things. What do you guys think about my idea of the rack? Let's have a chat. I want to have an X32 rack, and we're gonna do 2 things at the same time. I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna undo some cables. What do you guys think? I'm having a wing rack, not an X32. I keep saying X32 rack. That's having a second language problem. Okay. I want to have a rack. In the case, I have right now a Gator on wheel 8-space rack that I want to keep. And sorry, just looking for a side of the blade. And I want to have that with 4 in-ears and call it a day. What do you guys think? What's up, DJ Spin? DJ Spy. DJ Spy. What's up, man? Do you see any better option out there for a rack? What would be your ideal rack? That's kind of the question that I want to ask you guys, because I want to have some idea. The plan, I believe the big line is rack in-ear monitor, but I still debate, should I get a powered, not a powered, headphone amplifier in there to run wire, to run like the drummer, to run wired in-ear monitor. Does it make sense for me to have in-ears? I'm still debating about the Behringer one. They are hard to get here in Canada. Oh, hold on. Doing the mistake that I'm always doing. And yeah, that's the plan. I just don't know. I want to have a compact solution with a router built in, and basically I want to put it on the stage, drop it, and go. I'm debating about that. Oh, come on, man. It doesn't want to go out. Let's not use this one for now. Yeah, this one just undo. All right. Before I do something stupid and I have to redo my connection again, let's put the boot of the connector here, and let's build a RJ45 cable. All right, so that's the ground wire. Take that out, and let's build. Fallen letters. You. Yeah, I don't know if you remember me, but or debut gig on the 21st, you gave me some great useful tips. I ended up getting a quad Cortex for Modeler and sending back and click through that from Reaper. Oh, okay. Nice. Rolf, you have a case for a pedal board. Okay, that would be big enough. Yeah, makes sense. The wing rack could include a Stage Connect device for output, because I believe that's the thing. I believe the wing rack only has 8 output, and that's definitely not going to be enough. So, should I get? What do you think? Should I get a 8x8 or should I get a 16 output rack? Would it make more sense? Actually, which one would make more sense? The hub 4 together with a wireless in-ear. The DP48, I'm thinking about these. Oh, I'm not doing mono in-ear anymore. That's not an option. Definitely not an option. There is no way I can go back and do mono in-ears, even for myself. Like, I'm still playing with, bands sometimes, and there is no way that can happen. Stereo in-ear is a must. Because, even if you only have mono source, let's be honest, if you have everything, if you have a drum, you have stereo source. If you have mono guitars, they still need to be pan to make sense. But the monitor guy in me goes like, nope, impossible to go back. I absolutely need stereo ears. Okay, let's try not to make a mess. Let's open up a window here. Gonna need my Cat 5e. Cable color order. I need to do this. I need to do a straight through cable, and I'm using the B standard just because it works great. Why am I seeing this? Stupid publicity. They bug me so much. Man. Okay. A DL154. What is the one that is 8 in, 16 out? Maybe that's the one that make more sense. Don't you have any problem to EQ that when you're doing kick in and kick out and snare top and snare bottom on one channel? Usually when I'm dealing with these source, most of the time, not always, but most of the time, I don't want to have the same processing, or I don't want to have the same EQ curve on these mic. Of course, I can live with it, but I don't know if it's better. And how do you do it? You're just playing around with the width and you blend left and right. Because that would be the way to do it. If you are in a stereo, if you have a stereo channel on the wing, a stereo source, it's been good so far, to be honest. Okay. The way you're doing it, I guess, is having the two source, you bring the width to 0, and basically once the width is at 0, you're choosing which microphone, moving the width to make that, to make the mix that you want. And of course, if you can mix it, yeah, balance the blend. All right, that's what I thought. Okay, so let's not mess around with the colors here, and let's go this, and I need to have after that my stripe green, and then I need to have my solid blue, small blue. Now the green is wrapping around, and brown, white, brown. Let's try to make sense out of this. Oh, come on, they're really tangled here. And EQing the whole thing, is it making sense? Is it making, like, don't you end up, because you're applying one EQ. It's basically a group at that point. You're blending between the two mics, and you EQ the result of these two. But most of the time when I'm doing two inputs, especially when I'm doing two kicks, I want to try to delay them. Because when you're doing a snare top, snare bottom, it's the same source within the same distance. So that's pretty much, you know, why flipping the phase is working so well on snare bottom. You just have, you know, you have the same wave, the same snare hit. But when you think about kick, when you have a kick in that is sitting close to the front head, and you have a mic out that is out of the bass drum, which is almost 1 foot away, I don't know, man. To me, it makes more sense to delay the in kick right? Is that right? Delay the in kick, because the sound's gonna, yeah, delay the in kick by the distance between the out mic and the in and out mic. You find the distance between those and you in delay by that. Because flipping the phase and stuff like that, I don't have the wing in front of me, as you can guess. Can you, in the user, apply input delay on these mic? Is that an option? Hold on, I need to get that part right. Yes. Okay. That's the most crucial part. Cutting the wire at the right distance and not mess it up. Because if I cut it right here, it's going to be so easy to drive in the connector. Oh, come on. Small, tiny wire. What's up, Roger? Today, we're talking about a lot of cool stuff, and we make some wire. No delay on the wing input source. Okay, so it's only on the channel that you will have some delay, right? Oh, come on. Struggle. Hold on. And now my order is not right. Let me fix that. This one goes here. All right. One more time. Got it true? Did I make it in the right order? No, it's not. All right, let's do it again. Let me concentrate here for a second, guy. I need first to be on screen because it's more interesting for you guys, and I need to have the light making sense for me. So, all right, and then I need to invert these two, and it's all right. Let's go. Take two. Of as many take as we need to get this right. Did I get that right? I think I do. So orange striped, striped green, blue, striped blue, green, striped brown, brown. There we go. We're gonna pull in that little thing here. And I'm keeping the ground wire here. We're gonna solder that in a few minutes. I'm making shielded cable, yes. I'm doing these for a client, a friend of mine who has a couple of wing. Asked me to build him some custom wire. These are 250 feet. Custom made just for him. Cat 5e stranded shielded cable. So these are really flexible. It's so much easier for you to work with them on your finger. I'm trying to get the crimp right here. Stranded cable, because they're not that hard when you make them, when you untangle them to fit them into the connector, it's so much easier for you to untwist these cables. Like, I'm going to twist them back here just to run them through the... all right, come on. Did I get that right? Yes. Let's go. I want a tight fit. I want my RJ45 cable to sit, or my RJ45 connector to sit as tight as I can to the twist inside the cable. So I'm pulling it a little bit here. That's where it's gonna go. We're gonna crimp it down, cutting the excess. And we have a beautiful RJ45 cable. So for now, I'm gonna leave the ground wire like this. I just twist it against the metal connector, because these are actually metal connectors. And as soon as I tested this cable, as soon as we're done with it, actually, where's my cable tester? As soon as we tested this, I'm gonna close it with the Energic RJ45 connection. I'm gonna test it with the wing, make sure that yes, AS50 is running really well into these cable. I'm gonna do, you know, a test, and if that's ready, well, I'm gonna ask my client when can I drop these, and I will still have 2 more. If you guys are interested in me making you cables, just let me know. I'm selling them $1 a foot. Right now I have in stock a length of 250 feet. So if you want to have 250 feet cable with Ethercon, these are like the Neutrik RJ45 connector. If you want to have the real thing, let me know. I don't mind selling them to you. I don't want to start, you know, a business of doing full-time cables, but I know it's been really hard to get decent quality AS50 cable. Dave Rat has some, but he's selling them for a arm and a leg. So I don't know. I mean, they're really good. I'm pretty sure Dave is the kind of guy that want to get the good stuff out, but I don't know if it's really worth it, because I mean, it's just the right cable. As soon as you have the right construction of the cable, and I do not mean me doing the connector on it, I mean having the right type of cable to use, you're going to be fine. You don't need to spend a boatload of money on some fancy connectors and everything. As long as you have a metal connector with the right cable, you're golden. It's going to happen. So that's about it. Let's do the same thing here. I'm using the connector as a measurement because I want all my cable to be exactly the same length. I've cut these cables myself. Actually, before doing all this, hold on. Let me put some heat shrink, clear heat shrink on that cable. And actually, I should put 2. Because one that you're using for the length, and one you're using usually for your branding. One is going to be the company name, and the other one is going to be, let's say, 250 foot cable with the color code and everything. So it will be a red, green, and black taped color code with numbers on it. So 2 heat shrink. Yeah, barcode or name of the company. Usually it's the name of the company and the link of the wire. But I'm just gonna put some heat shrink on there. They're gonna do whatever they want with it. And I can do this. Hold on. I can do this using the connector as my measurement again. And here we go. These cutter actually have a little blade here that is just, you know, enough to cut the outer sleeve, but not the internal sleeve of the cable. So, oh, come on. There we go. Yes, these use some summer cable brand, Germany brand. One of the best quality there is. I buy bulk of them and create my own. Why do you say it's a task to import them into Canada? Are you in Canada? Actually, you missed your question, Don's a Dream. If you can could you push two universe of P16 through Stage Connect device? Really interesting. And as you can see inside of it, I didn't show you guys, but there's a shield. There's aluminum foil in there. Can you see this? Yeah, there's an aluminum foil in that inside of the cable. So this is not just a drain wire. This is a fully shielded cable. Oh, where are you in Canada? The wildest, or should I say widest country in the world? The best there is. Especially, I don't want to go politics, but especially if you look at our neighbor right now, what's going on? Canada is a great place to live, man. Meeting via Stage Connect. Yes, no, I get it. Sorry if I'm explaining myself badly here. I believe it could make sense, to have two universal or 32 channel of Stage Connect, and to do the drum individually and on one group, and do the drum as a group for like singers, and like do all the guitars as one group for another one. It could make sense, but I mean, at that point, if you're gonna spend that much, I think it's easier to just use your phone with a P1 from Behringer. Result is the same. It could be fun, but I think it's not the most. I mean, I understand why people want to have P16, but to me, it's also doesn't make sense anymore. Back in the day when the first Avium kit were released, sure. But nowadays, I mean, everybody has a phone. It's not like they do not have one. Everybody has a phone. Everybody, mostly musician. I don't know for you guys, but around me, everybody's on iPhone. There's a few green messenger in the group, but most of the people, yeah, they have an iPhone, and I think it's easier. Or even if you want to go wired, just get a HA8000 headphone M8000 from Behringer. You're gonna get 8 microphone and 8 headphone preamp in a rack space. Just run a long extension cable to them, and that's about it. Especially with P16, I mean, it's not like if they were wireless. If they are wired, P1 and your phone. Or no P1. If you are a band, let's say, that always practice the same thing, get a 8 headphone preamp. I think it's a better option, I think. All right. Tommy asking the question, so why did you get rid of your wing? And I'm going to say it again. Because I'm expecting the new model to come out within a year for the rack and the compact. And I want to sell my wing while it's worth something. It's in fairly good shape, not the cleanest in the world. It has some scratch, but I'm selling it for a fair price, I believe. And I think a lot of people are gonna switch. Like, I don't need to have the wing right now. It's fun to have. I'm using it for a couple things, but I don't need to have it. What I'm mostly using is the Pro 1. I have my Pro 1 on a tour. I'm gonna have, I have another one here in my basement for parts. For now, I'm not planning on selling any of these. But maybe in the future, I think the big plan is to sell the wing, get a compact, and once I get one compact, maybe sell one Pro 1, and slowly, like as soon as the Pro are selling, I can switch like one Pro 1 for a compact, and until I get maybe 2 or 3 compact, and I'll be good to go. All right, let's do another one. Stripe orange, and I'm gonna leave myself some space here. Stripe green, blue, stripe blue, green, stripe brown, and brown. All right. Let's bring that all up here. Let's straighten them. That's the thing. That's the key when you're doing RJ45. The straighter your cable are, the easier it's going to be to slide them in order in the connector. So I try to cut them as close as I can. Oh, come on. Fit all under the blade. Yes. All right. And if I don't move too much and I just give myself enough room, I can probably slide that in. All right. Oh, that one was easy. Is it the right order? Stripe, orange, stripe, blue, green, stripe, brown. We got a winner. And this one I have a lot of twist left. That's a good thing. You basically want to have, the connector as close as you can to the twist, because that's where the magic happens. The balance thing. If you are balanced, a balanced cable is not a grounded cable. It's a cable that has a twist in it. The closer you are to those flat length, the less balanced you are. So this is why flat cables are not a good thing when it comes to RJ45. I mean, is it gonna work on a 5 feet for you to connect your laptop to your router? Yes. But on long length of cable like that, no go. So before I crimp, 2 boot connector, ground wire here, and we can cut this thing out. Oh, come on. There's always one that don't want to fit into the that damn blue rod wire. All right. Let's do it again. Twisting them really tight. All right, let's go. This, pulling on it a little bit. I want to be really tight. There we go. And All right. Let's do a quick test. And we're going to answer some more questions from you guys. There we go. This. Let's see if the number line up. And I'm going to touch the ground together. Not together, but to the solid. Oh, come on. I unplugged it. I think we're good. Let's take a look. Let's start grounding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Ground. That's a good cable. Well, that's a good cable. It's a tested, fully functional cable. Is it gonna work for AES-50? That's the other question. That we'll answer later. What I need to do right now is to do another one. And I want to make sure that the time is good because I need to leave around 3 because I'm going to visit an RV. So I'm going to speed up that one. But yeah, I'm planning on buying an RV right now. I want to eventually go on vacation. Actually in November, I will be in California. In an RV. I don't know if it's going to be mine or a rented one, but I know for a fact that I'm leaving for 2 weeks in November. So maybe not streaming for a week or 2, but definitely going to happen. And I want to, because I'm on vacation right now. I'm officially off. I have no show except this Saturday. I have a really cool gig ahead of me. It's the band that I'm touring with. If you guys know anything about the French-Canadian band, I'm touring with band La Chicane. And we're open up for, or we're playing just before Billy Talent. So I'm really stoked to go see Billy Talent. I'm definitely going to ask for, pass to go there. And I'm going to do my show. We're going to do our stuff. 2 hours of fun in front of a few thousand people. And after that, I'm wrapping up my stuff. I have an hour in between show. So 1 hour, go see Billy Talent, have a good time, and we're good. I used to buy bulk from AV Shop, but I find Redone Canada. I don't know about Nurtric, because Nurtric is sold by SF Marketing, which is really close from me here. So I don't really have to import these. All these connectors are sold by SFM, and I just get it from where I work. An AV or an audio shop. You mixed Billy Talent before. Nice. It's one of the band that I like. I don't know. I don't know who their crew is. RX Bandit. I don't know who RX Bandit is. Just gonna speed up that process here, guys. It's time for you guys to fire me up with questions. I tried to rush. Oh, what's going on here? Can you guys still hear me? Oh, I'll probably have dead batteries. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll be back. Just changing some battery quickly. And we should be back. No, yes, no. Why is it bugging? Oh, yeah, there we go. I look good in black, thank you. This is why I'm always wearing black shirt, Patrick. No, I challenged the universe in asking for more challenging stuff while I'm trying to speed up to doing 2 connections. So I already did the hard one. I have my two H-ring pieces on it. I'm trying here not to undo too much, untwist too far away in the cable. And I'm gonna see how fast I can build one. But you see, the thing that I said it was hard for your finger is try to untwist cable like this. You know, I'm using my nail to try to open it up, and I really need to de-twist it, because otherwise it's gonna look like a spring, and that's really not what I want to have. Oh, you were mixing Billy Talent back in 06? Nice. Or was it in 06, was it when they first started? Okay, let's go for a quick connector here. The cable want to be worked the other way around. There we go. If you struggle doing a connection on a cable, most of the time it's because you probably handle it wrong. Like right now, my cable wanted to go one way, and I was about to fully flip it and doing the connector the wrong way, but I'm gonna do it like I flip the bundle around, the cable twist, and now all the cable just come together on the right side. Mix them in 06. All right. Okay, let me do this quickly. So, green, stripe green, green, stripe green, blue, stripe blue, green, stripe brown, and of course this one is giving me a hard time. It feels like it doesn't want to be made into a connection. You're gonna be a good cable. Behave, you cable. All right, I think I got it. Yeah, we got it. Doing this. Oh, come on. You can do it. Come on. All right, let's take a look at this. I think we're good. Stripe orange, stripe blue, stripe green, blue, stripe blue, green, and my 2 browns are backward. Damn it. Let's do it again. Let's do it again quickly. Let's do it again like this. All right. This is why people don't do RJ45. But I'm gonna have fun right now. Even if I struggle, the struggle is to make it right and make the good thing happening right. My purpose in life, and I'm gonna use that connector. My purpose in life now is to make good thing happen around me and for people around me. That's my new modus operandi. Okay, I think we're good. Stripe orange, stripe green, blue, stripe blue. Yes, we're good. So yeah, my goal in life
is to make people around me happy and make good thing happen. I want to have people come to see show having a good time. I want my band to have a good time, and seeing everybody so happy, having a good time is great, man. You're surrounded by good, happy people, and I strongly suggest that to anybody. Alright, come on. I try to push it in and just, let it rest, so it's relaxed. The connection is not stressed. I don't know if you guys understand what I mean by stressing the connection, meaning I don't pull on the wire too hard so it's pushing against the sleeve, the connector pushing against the sleeve. I just try to do my best to just make it like this happen. And oh, come on. The strongest part is to crimp the damn thing. Actually, you got a question for you, Does a Dream. How was it to mix Billy Talent? They seem like incredible musician, like they are talented. They're right in what they're doing, Everybody in the band seems to own their craft, especially Ian, the guitar player. For those of you who don't know, he's next level. He's got his thing going, and he's really, really next level. So we're good. Sleeve. There we go. All right. 1 down, 1 to go. If I'm right, I should be able to switch this around like this. And that should be good. 1 more connector to go. Oh, and that's a tough one. Tight as hell, man. Yeah. Like, I don't know how they do that. Like, the band, they're all together. They're all playing on a metronome, even if they're not. Nothing is sloppy in there. Very nice experience. Nice. No, they seem to be next level tight on everything. Oh, come on. There we go. They seem to have a level of tightness, and those of you who don't know, tightness is really important when it comes to bands, because you cannot fix a sloppy band. Hold on. It was well before ears, yeah. Nowadays, everybody's running on in-ears, and it's helping a bend to be tighter, to be on in-ears. I don't know if anybody here play or what kind of music you play, but if you're a musician and you had the displeasure to play around with monitors and you suddenly switch to in-ears, man, world of difference. Seriously. Because it's physics. It's time, it's sound traveling through air that makes you react differently. Meaning, if you are 15 feet in front of your drummer, you hear him with 15 milliseconds of delay. You have no choice. It's how fast the sound travels into the air. If you're in ear, well, you hear the distance of the microphone. You hear the distance of the microphone away from the drum, which is about pretty much nothing. We'll add to that the latency of the console, but you're basically, if you're a drummer, you basically hear the snare in your in-ears before the hit of the snare physically hit you in the face. And funny that I'm thinking about that, because I would be curious to try this. Yeah, maybe next show I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try to input delay from the drummer perspective to see how it sounded is here. Because when the funny thing is, when I'm doing monitor and I'm doing in-ears, well, only in-ears for band, I can play, I can always prioritize the player, because usually they are the one that taking their stuff the loudest, and it's going to influence them the most. So I'm curious to try that. I'll let you guys know how it turns out, but I think if you delay the drum a couple feet, or a couple, maybe 1 to 3, 4, 5 millisecond, I'm curious to see how big of a difference it will make, because it's a video that I need to do, and I keep saying it. I'm dealing with loud band too, and one of my band that I deal the most with, the singer absolutely want to run 1 in-ear and 2 floor monitor. His mix is a stereo pair of monitor with a mono in-ear that I'm also running on stereo, but for different purposes. But mono in-ear, and man, as soon as I added some delay in his in-ear, just to fix the distance between the monitor and his plug, it sounds so much better now. So I'm gonna try that with drum. Retiring from this band soon? Well, actually, funny enough, man, I've quit. I've stopped mixing some friends of mine recently because it was just too loud. I was doing a small venue with them, and I think I'll talk about that. But I was doing a small venue with them, and the drummer needed to get some stuff out of his system, and that day he went for it. Like, it's okay. I understand that. I'm a human, have feelings too. And the guy just beat his drum, and I mixed the band accordingly, because my job, I believe, is to represent the intention of the artist on stage. And at some point, I'm not stupid, but I was pretty much mixing only, vocals over a drum, and adding a little bit of bass and a little bit of guitar in the mix. But all the drum was coming from the stage, and it was, I was getting around 120 dB at front of house, which was far in the back of the room. So it was stupid at the front. But you don't have to be that loud. And you don't also, as a sound engineer, you don't have to put yourself to these situations too. Protecting your ear, protecting your hearing is the best thing that you can do for yourself. So try to protect yourself. If a band, 120. It was loud AF. I've managed to figure out a way to not make it too bright. Like, I EQ accordingly, not to making it deafening. But it was too loud. I'm not into mixing band at 120 dBs. It's just not my thing. And I know some people like that. Good for you. I don't know how long of a career you want to have, but I plan on mixing till I'm 65. So hold on. I'm messing things up here. My cables are not behaving the way that I want them to. Oh, come on. Let's do it again. Yes, this one. No, this one doesn't have to do anything. Here you go, like this. The green, it's always the green one. It's like the G string in a Gibson. If you're playing guitar, or if you don't play guitar, the way that a Gibson guitar is designed, a G string is always out of tune. Do you think it will be possible to dim an instrument by sending a reverse signal through the PA? Playing around with cancellation is not impossible, but it's required a lot of measurement, and honestly, it will not. It will just create some void. Like it will not do what you're expecting to happen here. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but the result that we want to get here is not how you achieve that. Oh, come on. What the? Why? Why is it not cutting? Hold on. Hold on, guys. Struggling here. Struggling is real. Here. Okay, I cannot seem to crimp that cable, or I can't seem to cut that cable. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with this thing? Okay. Is it good? Let me give that a try. Hold on. For some reason, I did this one like if I was right-handed, and I'm left-handed, so I'm feeling weird, but let me check this out. Is this good? No, it's not. Okay, let's do it again. So, white, orange, and you guys are tired of hearing me say that, but white, orange, green, blue, striped blue, green, and striped brown, brown. All right, let's do this. I think I got it. Striped, orange, orange, green, blue, blue, green, striped brown, brown. We're good. Yeah, it will be valid for a single listening position to do phase cancellation. It would work. Like you could probably cancel some stuff, but as long as you are at the right distance in between two things. Let's say that you have a guitar amp. Let's say that you have a guitar amp and then you go, I'm gonna flip the phase to cancel that out. It's only going to cancel the phase where you can hear the sound system at the same level as the guitar amp with the phase reverse in that spot. So it will cancel the guitar for some people in between the guitar amp and the PA, and everybody else that is not in line with that will not get the cancellation because they do not have the PA projecting as loud of a signal as the same, because you need to have pretty much the same signal. So a guitar amp mic'd up with a 57, it's not gonna sound the same as the cab. Really close, but it's gonna create some, hole in there. It's not gonna like I said, it's not gonna work the way that you think it's gonna work. Usually people do that with PA because, or they time align speaker and do some cancellation with PA because you have, you know, the same source not moving, and it's really the same source. It's the sound coming into the PA. It's not a guitar amp at the front that you mic'd up. I don't know if I'm clear enough with that, but yes, it's a difficult thing to do. Is it impossible? No, but I'm gonna ask you, like, for who do you want to cancel that at what level? And that's gonna be pretty much our answer. So let's see if I can still make an RJ45 cable. I really wish I didn't make that wrong because I don't want to scrap that one. Let's go. Let's hold our ground to the middle and go ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're golden here. All right. So, guys, it's time for me to wrap that up. Thank you very much for joining me again this Monday. It's always a pleasure to exchange ID and talk about stuff that you guys have knowledge about. You guys are really knowledgeable. It's fun to hang out with you and have some really cool information. On that note, I will see you again next Monday, or maybe as soon as I can come back doing some more stuff, more cable. I have a bunch of soldering that I need to do for like DB25 for my Pro One, the one that I have a converter to Go 28 input, stuff like that. So on that note, thank you very much for being part of this live stream in this community. Love you guys so much. Until the next one, I want you guys to please take care of yourself, and I see you all next Monday or before. See ya.